Before diving into the specifics of what to eat, it's wise to start the conversation about beverages. This is an often overlooked component of one's nutrition with broad implications for overall health, particularly for individuals consuming alcohol. To state clearly, most people don't drink enough water. Nearly half of adults are dehydrated, and frequently people are not even aware they're dehydrated. One of the most common and obvious symptoms of dehydration is thirst. So if you're thirsty, you're most likely already dehydrated. Symptoms of mild dehydration can include headache, weakness, dizziness, and fatigue. Another health consequence, which is more common in older people, is constipation. From a behavioral standpoint, many dehydrated people perceive thirst as hunger and often crave carbohydrates in response. Yes, carbohydrates contain hydrogen and oxygens in a ratio of 2 to 1, just like water. A beverage strategy will help you be in better touch with your hunger and fullness cues, so it's essential to build a foundation here. From clinical experience, we've learned that a wide range of water intakes can work for people, just like a wide range of dietary approaches can. Before diving into the various factors to consider, it's worth mentioning that there's a growing percentage of people who don't drink plain water, choosing sweetened beverages or other features such as sparkling or essence. Some people drink too much water, often choosing water to suppress an unwanted appetite. As you might expect, both extremes can be problematic. Suppose you're someone who doesn't enjoy the experience of drinking water. If that's the case, it's wise to develop a strategy to move away from water substitutes and retrain your brain to enjoy water again. We genuinely want that for you and firmly believe this deserves your full attention. Remember, we teach our brains what to expect based on what we expose it to. Our generic advice for water consumption is to drink between 2 and 4 liters per day, which can also be estimated as somewhere between 60 and 120 ounces per day. Many fitness enthusiasts aim for 1 gallon of water every day. There are solid recommendations suggesting people drink half their body weight in pounds in ounces of water. But maybe weighing yourself to determine anything might be less helpful than starting to pay attention to your body. So, how should you know what's the right amount? The most accessible metric is urine color. It should be as close to clear as possible, with the morning urination being the exception. If your urine is generally yellow or gold, you're dehydrated. Next, consider the following. The amount of exercise one does, on average, has profound implications for fluid needs. This is particularly true for people who sweat a lot during physical activity. People who don't exercise regularly might be on the lower end of fluid needs, whereas people who train daily will be higher. Spending time in a sauna or steam room also increases your fluid needs, and this is generally a beneficial practice. The types of food consumed will also have important implications for water intake. Many plant foods have high water content. An individual who eats many fruits and vegetables per day might need less water than a person who eats more food lacking in water content. The salt content of food also matters. Those who consume more salt require more water. Now can be a great time to start cutting down on your salt intake. The other beverages consumed also matters. For example, if an individual drinks about a liter of hot herbal teas throughout the day, this can count toward the daily water target. However, some herbal teas can have diuretic properties. If you consume caloric beverages, these should not count toward your daily target. Artificial sweetened beverages should be avoided entirely. These have no benefits for health and can be deleterious to your gut health. More on that coming soon. Individuals consuming caffeinated beverages need to consume more water. This is partly because caffeine is a mild diuretic, but more so because people consuming these beverages generally drink them in place of water. You ready? Our rule of thumb is to match the volume of caffeinated drinks to water. For example, for every 8 ounces of coffee consumed, you should drink 8 ounces of water either before or shortly after. This will help caffeine consumers reach their full daily water target. Try drinking a full liter of water before your morning coffee. No, seriously, give it a shot. Individuals who consume alcohol beverages should also use the same approach. Match the volume of alcohol with volume in water, either before or shortly after. This slows down the alcohol consumption process and prevents dehydration as well as hangovers. Abstaining from alcohol during these 30 days might be your best bet. Lean in. So before summarizing, it's important to acknowledge that there's always variation occurring in nature. Our ancestors did not drink the same amount of water each day, nor did they eat the same number of calories. While we are fortunate to have simple measurement methods, it is not imperative to be exact, and trying to be can become problematic. Welcome some uncertainty into the equation. Meanwhile, try to be as consistent as possible. Start here. Pick a target amount of water per day that is at 2 liters or higher. Consider starting at 1 liter and working your way up. When you start drinking more water, it may seem like you need to urinate constantly. This will ease up over time, but you'll likely urinate more often than you did before. This is well worth it. Ideally, you'll urinate a minimum of 6 times per day, even better if it's closer to 8 or 10. Purchase a glass bottle and figure out how many times you need to fill it per day. For example, if you aim for 3 liters of water per day and you purchase a 1 liter bottle, you might commit to drinking 1 bottle by 10 a.m., the second by 2 p.m., and the third by 6 p.m. Determine if you'd rather have a smaller bottle for easy transport or a larger bottle that you need to fill less often, or a bottle with a straw, which some people prefer. Remember to try not drinking any water in the final hours of the day, as it may cause you to urinate more in the middle of the night, which might disrupt your sleep. Drinking all your water during the first half of the day is ideal, but this can depend on your exercise schedule. Drink filtered water or bottled water whenever possible, depending on what fits with your budget. Paying for water is usually worth the investment. It seems helpful to eliminate sweetened beverages, including those with artificial sweeteners. Now might be the time to do it. While other drinks can be enjoyable, they're likely to prevent you from reaching your daily water goal. Focus on your daily water goal for the next 30 days and move away from other beverages. Exceptions can include coconut water and watermelon juice for special occasions or part of dessert, or to meet the demands of rigorous physical activity. Other exceptions are green juice and smoothies, which we'll be discussing soon. Don't count sparkling essence water or any other commercialized beverage towards your daily target. Learn how to enjoy plain water again. You can count herbal tea for up to 1 liter, but make sure it doesn't have any unnecessary artificial sweeteners in it. If plain water presents difficulties for you, create a spa water by adding mint leaves, fruit, or other spices, such as cinnamon, to enhance the experience. Finally, drink one 16 to 20 ounce bottle of water per day with 2 to 3 tablespoons of chia seeds soaked in it for at least 30 minutes. Shake it while it's soaking to prevent clumping. Sip slowly rather than chugging, and yes, you could count this toward your daily water target. In addition to providing hydration, doing this every day will also increase your soluble fiber intake, which is important for improving gastrointestinal health. It's not uncommon for daily chia water to improve your bowel movements. Keep in mind that too much chia and not enough water can be constipating, so make sure to drink the chia water as part of your new daily water target. Some people report that white chia seeds are more gentle than black chia seeds, but there's no evidence to support any differences. Drinking chia water will help prepare your gut for the nutrition-related changes that are coming next. Oosh!